Come on. Here we go. Fix this up a little bit. Like that. Save that. All right. All right, let me get back on now that I fixed that up. Come on. Here we go. Needed that. All right, now I'll pull up the chat. Needed that. Alex Jones, Gay Frog Enjoyer, who do you think the next hero will be? I'm not going to answer that because I've answered it countless times. I have no idea who the next hero will be. I don't know who the next hero will be. I have no clues as to who the next hero will be. I've said a few things that could possibly happen, but I don't know. I do not know who the next hero could be. I should be studying for subnetting using routers, but I think I can take a short break. How are you, Raven? Thank you, Devil Dog. I've been better. Today, it's not been a good day. Which is sad because it's my day off, so you'd think that I would have a better day than this. But I've had a not so great day. Is there any new content on For Honor? Today is Thursday. No, I don't think there was any new content released. I think it's just, you know, pushing the Halloween stuff. So, we'll see about next week. Who dares summon that not-so-cursed one who's painfully average? I don't know. Nope, no new content this week. Seeing as we've already got Apollyon, Holy Cross, and Tozin. So you're thinking it's IU. I mean, it's possible. That's one of the theories I've heard. But I don't know. Saturday told me I joined the Lord. No, not tonight. I'm not in the mood to invite people tonight. I just want to play a few rounds, get my mind off of today, and just enjoy the evening. Or try to. Today was my day off. My last day off of the week. And I did not enjoy it. I did not enjoy it. It was not a great day for me. The problem I have with my days off is they're both on weekdays, Mondays and Thursdays. And most everybody that I usually talk to, like my friends and my brother, are usually at work or school or busy on those days. And it gets a little rough not having them around to chat with or communicate with. Then about halfway through the day, the power went out in my apartment. And so that was a bummer. With the power off, I couldn't do anything. Couldn't work on videos. Couldn't write anything. I didn't want to be on my phone too long because I didn't want to run out of power and not have a way to charge it. So that was rough. Luckily, we got the power back on not too long ago, so we're good now. But it was just really bad, and with all the rain going on, it's not like I could go out and do anything. So just not a very fun day. It ended better because Bible study still went on, which was good. And I got to spend some time with Hannah and another one of our friends named Roz, who we're both pretty close to, and we had a good time chatting about stuff, so, you know, it wasn't all bad. Yeah, he's dead. There we go. That's better. Now I'm not going to bother everybody.
You lost Zone A. You captured Zone C.
Let me see. See a couple of new comments. Can't look at them right now. Still playing through.
Lost Zone C.
off B a little bit. I like to run to B to clear things out early. That way we have a slight lead. Gonna sneak on over to A. Sneak on it.
You captured Zone A.
Hold on.
You lost Zone A.
Ah, dang it. Light got me. Whoa, 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 whoa. Love it. Hey guys, how's it going? I'm looking over my comments now. Today might not have been good, but tomorrow is a new day. Yes, it is a new day, but like I said, today was my day off. I didn't go into work today. But I go into work Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So
You lost Zone
it's
C.
gives and takes. Oh man, they are just all a bunch of gankers, aren't they? There, dead.
You captured Zone C.
And he's dead. I'm gonna let y'all have at it. I'm gonna head over to A. Finally got it. Dude. Oh well. Classic Itakiri. Moving on. Oh man, thanks for the stream. I finished my show, so I needed something while I play Don't Starve. Still wondering why PK is allowed to have a 38 damage guard break. I don't know. Why is she the only knight not allowed to have a bash? You know, maybe she needs a little something. Oh, okay. Hitakiri's a little salty. That's all I needed. Thank you. Kyoshin had to run away for a minute there. The newest chapter for Honor and Glory was amazing. Maul's Warmonger as Helena was an insane surprise. Thank you. Glad you liked that. Worked hard on it. It was a good outcome. Oh, shoot. You know, I get this sense you don't like me much. I don't know why. I haven't killed you yet. But I notice the Kyoshins tend to be a very salty breed. Whoa, 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 whoa. Which one's... Oh, the Kyoshin's the one dropping wows all the time. Why are you surprised, Kyoshin? Why are you surprised? Does it amaze you that you're as toxic as you are?
Is is breaking.
You literally... Okay, fine. Whatever. So let me get this straight, Kyoshin. You literally stood by the entrance area and activated your third feat to become blood and health oriented, and then light spammed the fuck out of me. Oh yes, truly. Truly you are the greatest of warriors. Alright, anyway, the newest chapter for Honor and Glory was... I read that already. Hey Raven, will you give the commanders any lore? What lore? They have no lore. I also love the new chapter. I really like the twist of Morgana being William's sister. Yep, that was a fun twist. I enjoyed writing that. Kyoshin used his mystical powers to cower from a nearly dead PK. Well, it's classic Kyoshin. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if he quits this match after that win. Quite often they do that. I notice that you can usually take this to the bank. If you're playing a match and a guy acts really toxic through the whole match and they win, he's going to pull out as quick as possible. He doesn't want to stick around because his fear is that the enemy's going to rally and come back and get him next time.
Because the thing is, he knows he's not good, and he recognizes that it might have been a fluke, and he doesn't want that theory to be proven.
So we'll see if he quits. He hasn't yet, but we'll see. Raven, my cousin, and I ran a D&D campaign with a For Honor cast. That is awesome, but I don't know the first thing about D&D. Oh, that must have been fun. D&D and For Honor are two of my favorite things. Cool. All right, so we gained a player. Cool, cool. And, oh, he is sticking around. Okay. He is sticking around. All right, sounds cool. We'll see if he's on my team next time. If not, ooh, he may not like it. Damn it, he's on my team. Why are all the toxic tryhards on my team? I hate it. Oh well. Let's see. What? Oh, you found a bullfrog, old buddy.
Yep.
Nice. Alright, so I'm gonna go Conkadonk. I'm gonna go Conkadonk. I'm not good at Conkadonk, but I'm gonna go Conkadonk. Any updates on the next Lorix Lamentations? I'm excited for it. That's up to you, bro.
What?
Any updates on the new Lorix Lamentation?
It is progressing. I am still in the process of getting footage.
Yeah, you said that last time, too.
I'm sorry, but when the game crashes, you know, 2/3 of the time I play it, it makes it very hard. Particularly every time it crashes, it deletes or corrupts what I record. And so I have to go back and do it again.
Alrighty.
Hopefully I'll start the actual editing process Sunday.
Did you know that there is a word in the English language for the day after tomorrow? It's overmorrow. I didn't know that, but okay. Will you create special orcs in For Honor and Glory? There will be specialists in For Honor and Glory. There will definitely be specialists.
Like we'll have arrow points.
There will be named orcs, if that's your question, like an orc war chief and stuff like that. There will be named orcs. Don't you worry.
A war.
Have you installed an unofficial patch for New Vegas?
Yes, I have.
That would be why.
No, the unofficial patch is what's supposed to fix it. Because Bethesda can't be bothered to fix some of their older games or have some other things.
Raven, how was your day? I went into why my day was rough earlier, bro boy. It wasn't a fun day. It was not a very fun day. I'll just leave it at that. It was for a good day. When you get finished moving that around, bro, you want to be comment looker for me? Andrew, can I tell you how the campaign went? Tell me in Discord. We don't need to fill the chat with that because there are people in chat who want to say things and have questions and stuff. I got a message. I was watching your stream and I'd join you for a match or two. No thanks, man. Like I said, I had a rough day today. I'd rather just play and get my mind off things. Like, I'm not interested in
You captured Zone C.
bringing in other people. Come on, you cowards. Come on, you light spamming motherfucker. Come back here. Oh, running scared, Orochi? Running scared, you little coward? Running scared, you little bitch. My only regret is I didn't get to kill him. Go away, Tommy. I need to be alone. Oh, Orochi's back, huh? It's almost like you're obvious as hell. Hold on a second. Time for a sacrifice. Next. Hey, Kyoshin. Oh, look who's back. Yeah, there's the light I was waiting for. Yeah, that Orochi is really salty. Hi, Blackfriar. Were you waiting on a friend? There, he's done. Next. You know what, Tommy, you can guard it here. I think you've got it. I'm going to B, because we need to turn that around. A valiant effort, Blackfriar. Why couldn't I guard break that? Oh well. Thank you. Thank you for hitting him. Where'd you go, bro? Raven, how was the Warlord in the For Honor campaign? What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. Wait, all three of them are hanging out in Zone A? Well, that seems like an interesting idea. There, done with you. There, done with you too. You know, it's not so fun when the shoe's on the other foot, is it, boys? Run along, Kyoshin. I have no time for your shenanigans. Good move. Why am I not able to counter guard breaks today?
Did it change like the balance of guard breaks?
Ah, there he is. I knew that Orochi couldn't withstand it for long. He needed to come in.
Sorry, hold on. Why do you jump? I can't play Black Friar. I mean, I can play. I'm terrified.
Look at that Orochi run.
Hans, he's in the chat. Hans, did you get the Luger we have? Or is it Sonic then?
Yep, there's the kick it. Yeah! Go ahead, you toxic tryhards. Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
You need the vampire execution under a Black Friar. Come on, that's what you're saying.
Not gonna lie, guys, that was a little cringe. I mean, you got a Black Friar without the vampire execution, you got a Kyoshin who can't Kyoshin, and you've got an Orochi who just kick light spammers. Like, I can't tell you how cringe your team is right now.
Duncan Kingston says, or asks, Raven, were there any double-sided poleaxes?
Probably. Not that I know of off the top of my head.
I can't think of any either, unless, like, if you mean, like, they both had access on both sides. I can't think of any. There were, like, there were some that had, like, points on the other side, so you could hit with both ends. Like, one had a side would be a cut, and the other side would be a bludgeoning in, and the top would be a, basically act as a pipe. But not where double-headed axe would be very rare in history, just because there was a lot of extra metal and material to use, which generally okay, hey Raven, I've been writing my own For Honor War for a while now, and I wanted to let you know that you're in it as a leader of a secret order of scholars.
Enemy team is breaking.
Very nice.
I appreciate you telling me that. That's cool.
Okay, Mitch says, I got a message from someone complimenting me on my honor. I showed them,
Zone C.
and when I showed them honor when my team wasn't good, wasn't doing so good.
Lost Zone A.
Good.
Glad that you got complimented on your honor. Always good to know that your honor's appreciated.
Yes.
Alright, looks like they're all ganking up in A. If we turn B around, we can keep them from reversing. There we go.
Small landslide is a bit of an oxymoron. Isn't it a paradox since oxymoron is like contained within like one word?
I think it's enough.
So I'll say that class. No, none of that. Not sure how I am about this event. What's your...
I liked it. Did a whole stream about it.
Yeah, go check that out, man, when you're done with this. Switch stuff, man, around.
You captured Zone A.
Everyone just said, let's go join it, shall we?
And one of their team quit.
Honestly, if only we would, like, if we could edit this, like, I would love to have, like, a dog smile. Hey, Raven, which For Honor heroes would be guardsmen and which one would be space marines?
Lawbringer's a space marine, Conqueror's a space marine, Peacekeeper's a guardsman.
Well, all the women have to be, but
Yeah, by default, unless they're sisters of battle.
still the same.
Warden is a space marine, Griffin's a space marine, Centurion's a space
cow.
Centurion's a space marine, Gladiator's a guardsman.
I actually think Centurion might be a commissar.
It's on who is a commissar.
No, that's an Inquisitor right there.
Oh yeah, it's true. It's true.
Raiders space marine, but
Shugoki's an Astartes.
Shugoki's in a Custodes, man. Look at that gut, man. That is a divine body right
That is the body of a winner.
there. Blood for the blood god. Who cares? Who cares not whose skull is added to the throne? Who cares not whose skull is added to the throne? Sorry, I butchered that. And don't forget milk for the cornflakes. Everybody always forgets milk for the cornflakes.
Blood for the blood god, milk for the
You
cornflakes.
cannot get skulls for the skull throne without a well-balanced breakfast.
Time to go, my warm mommy. Time to go, my warm mommy.
Speak of the devil, Mal just showed up in chat.
Hey, here's my Mal. Mal, I know you did love that. I know you did love that new For Honor and Glory chapter. I know you did. Oh, by the way, guys, I should tell you, one of the things that made today rougher was I actually watched the first 2 episodes of that new Crunchyroll anime High Guardian Space.
Not of his own volition.
I was asked to by Hannah and our friend Roz. I was asked to by them to watch it with them because I'm a writer, and so since they're artists, they were going to judge it from an artistic perspective. I was going to judge it from a storytelling perspective, and let me just say, after watching the first 2 episodes, I tell you no lie, I have seen Nickelodeon crap cartoons that are better than this. It is insulting on every level. It insults art, it insults animation, it insults Japan for calling itself anime, and it insults your intelligence.
Maybe you should do a little synopsis video on it. Since
I probably should now because
it's kind of a new thing, so you might be the first to crack the case. You should get.
Oh, it's so terrible. It is just so terrible.
You can just talk to the creators. So, from an outsider's perspective, what's your view on intelligence?
Well, it's disgusting. Like, the whole show is just fluff. You know what's hilarious about the show? It opens with a content warning saying, "Be warned, this programming has inappropriate language and violence. Some viewer discretion is advised." And I thought, oh, is this about to get real? No. Even in moments where they could curse, they don't curse. There's a legit scene where a dude picks up something and he goes, darn, really?
Darn.
Look, if you're gonna be a kids show and avoid cussing, fine. But don't leave a content warning at the beginning saying there's gonna be harsh language when you miss the chance to say something like, damn. Come on. And the characters are so stupid. And you know what? I made a bet with Hannah and Roz before we started watching. I said, the show's going to be predominantly female. And the first guy, the very first competent male they show, outside of like a family member or father, will be a jackass. And I won that bet in episode 2. First competent male student, a bully. I'm like, there are so few men, there are so few guys, and most of the girls that we've seen are lesbians. And I'm not saying that because they look like lesbians. I'm saying because they hammer it over your head that they are lesbians. So the 2 girls, the 2 main girls, they could be lesbians eventually. They sure act like it. But they move to the city where they stay with one of their cousins who is a lesbian with this other girl, and they don't. They do everything like I was like, okay, we get it. They have a relationship, like the way they hug each other, the way they hold each other. But they even add a wedding photo of the 2 in the scene. I'm like, why do you have to hammer it over the head?
I think they're probably trying to avoid a core situation, like they're doing, like, look, but you only need one of those. You only need one, like, clear cut. Yes, they're together. We got it. But at the same time, I love when they do that because it's kind of like why is in every kids cartoon it's like throw as many lesbians as you can, but any gay character, like any guy on guy relationships, you never see it.
Yeah, there weren't enough guys for there to be a guy on guy relationship.
It's so weird. But anyway, regardless of that, you got a compliment from the White Wolf on your Warmonger.
Oh, thank you. I like this new look. I know a lot of people were saying that they don't like her new look. I love this new armor. It is such good design. The drip is real with this.
And I'm afraid the comment section is now erupting in foul language, saying like What in tarnation, shoot, dang it, even heck has been uttered.
How shameful. But it's in the show is just so terrible. Oh, we got company finally. Dodge. Oh, good, good. Oh, where did the raider come from?
Well, some say the sword brought her.
Well, I was actually pushing that Centurion for a minute.
Centurion got saved.
Centurion, you got your ass bailed out. What the heck happened? Oh man, that was not cool.
Yeah, I agree, Mal. I wish the pauldrons were symmetrical. That's a problem I have with a lot of designs. I like the symmetry look, and sometimes, like, for some characters, like for Conqueror, it can work relatively well, but for others, I'm like, no, I need more symmetry.
You captured Zone C.
She's a female Cornate Chaos Lord with the crimson armor on. I love it. But yeah, I think there's actually in Warhammer Fantasy, I think there is like a demoness of Khorne that looks very much like Warhammer.
You captured Zone A.
May the drip be with you, Lord Raven.
The drip is with me. I mean, just look at the drip on this girl.
What they kill you is like, do what you must, for I have the drip.
Do what you will with me, but do not waste our time with talk.
The casualties of fashion.
Get it?
Casualties of fashion.
Oh, we got company.
Shut up. You know, red and gold aren't something I like, but Raven's armor is great. It's what you think. Like when you think red and gold together, you think, oh great, Mickey D's. But ever since getting into Warhammer, now every time I see red and gold together, I'm like, corn.
You lost Zone A.
No, God, that Viking! That frickin' raider! He just runs in and zone attacks me when I'm in the middle of a fight!
Hey Raven, which traitor Primarch from 40k do you think had the best/worst reason to betray the Emperor?
That's like saying who has the best reason to betray God. That's like saying, you know what, God, you gotta admit, I may have betrayed you and become a total heretic, but at least it was for the right reason.
I'd say probably the best reason would probably either be Magnus, considering what a shitty situation he was put in. I mean, I wish he had tried to, for once, think critically throughout that whole situation. And also Horus, because he was very much heavily manipulated into it.
I think
Captured Zone C.
if I had to pick one, Angron has the weakest reason because he's just angry. He just is angry. That's his whole motif. He's just angry about everything. And I'm like, that's not a reason. That's a character trait. The one with the best reason, Magnus did. There was a lot of deception involved with Magnus's, so I kind of go with that one. And Horus. Well, Horus and Magnus, I think, were the two big ones. Portarabo. Look, the guy was going to turn eventually. Like there was no question in my mind that was going to happen. Alfarius Omegaron, I don't know enough about them.
Nobody does.
That's the thing. No, you don't.
No, Devil Dog. Angron doesn't want to watch the world burn. He wants to be an active participant.
Is that the part where you zone me again, you piece of shit?
That's when you get lighted from behind.
You lost Zone A.
Is this the part where you zone me again, you piece of shit? Is this the part where you zone me again, you piece of shit? Yeah, I had to get Sanhu to bail your ass out. I hope you know that she wipes your ass. You goddamn infant.
Okay, Raven, do you base any of your knights off of any historical knights or legions of knights, for example? Is your warmonger based off anything, or is it just the outfit you have?
It's just an outfit. I don't really base them off of actual historical knightly orders because it just doesn't ever cross my mind to do that. Mostly I just make them fit into the lore of For Honor more than I do actual history.
Yeah, and you also got to keep in mind, a lot of the armor that would be in actual history is typically more simplistic and less ornate. Are you interrupting the paladin?
Really? Really?
Raven, have any of your family members served in World War II? If so, what front?
They didn't. I had a grandfather who didn't serve in battle.
Yeah. Grandpa Joe, he was a Marine in World War II, trained the soldiers of Paris Island. And eventually he was going to be a part of Operation Olympic, but then he dropped the bomb.
Your team is breaking.
God knows I gave it my best.
Yeah, you did.
Whatever. That raider had her ass wiped by that Sanhu. Hey Raven, did you have the chance to look up on the video game Werewolf Apocalypse Earthblood? Nope. I did not.
You lost Zone C.
That's for sure.
Defeat.
Wait, that Bonsai Zero, he's the same Orochi who got all salty earlier.
So he went Raider so he could spam.
So he went Raider so he could spam. You know what? If that's the way it's going to be, might as well take a page from your book.
Which book is that?
The Raider book.
Is it in paperback or hardback?
Let's take Raider to town.
Which town?
If the game is Raider, let's raid.
Right. Was Angron made to be hated, or were the writers just getting rid of it? There's a reason he's...
I think there was a reason.
But I do agree, and I wish they'd given him a bit more than just my glad... Like, the reason the Emperor does what he does when he meets Angron makes little to no sense.
American Weave asks, here's a question I'm sure you get a lot. What kind of faction weapon would you like a hero to be based off? For example, a new faction, perhaps a new weapon. I did a whole video talking about that, man. I have been asked that question so many times. I'm just... Oh, he quit. The toxic ones always quit. But I'm going to go Raider. Anyway.
Flavored ramen or ramen flavored? Flavor...
I'm just not going to answer that question anymore. I've answered it enough. Raven, how do you think you'll have to defend Dracula next October? I do not know. I'm scared to speculate. Hey Raven, which Viking is the most likely to have be a Chaos cultist? Vikings.
I mean, which
Viking? Which Viking is most likely? Either Jormungandr or Shaman. I'm going to go Jormungandr. Can I just say that I'm immensely disappointed in Fulgrim's corruption to Chaos? He was supposed to be one of the most loyal Primarchs, and instead of showing his internal conflict, they magicked it. That is true. That is weird how they did that.
Yeah, I was like, I think the sword was originally supposed to originally Chaos had planned Jagatai to fall, not Fulgrim, but.
What class is Apollyon, or is she a mix of all? She's supposed to be a mix of Warden and Warmonger. Raider is a fantastic writer. In fact, he's such a good writer that he's the reason William Shakespeare no longer writes real, by the way. Okay. No, Taco. You're not the one who asked the question. It was American Weeb who asked the question.
It was about making a new hero based off of a new weapon.
Right. If I were to pick a brand new faction to add to For Honor, I want a Rajput faction. And I've already picked the 4 weapons I want for the Rajput faction. I want there to be a Vanguard with a scimitar and shield. I want a heavy with a Khanda broadsword. I want an assassin with Qatar punching daggers. And I want a hybrid with an Ara coiled whip sword. Those would be the 4 heroes I add to the Rajput faction. And then later we could have a DLC hero who uses chakram discs that he punches with and can throw and retract the same way Shinobi does. Because if Shinobi's Kusarigama can defy the laws of physics, so too can the chakram. Those would be the heroes I add for the Rajput factions. I've brought this up before, mentioned it in the video, so that is my answer to that.
Also, Qatar would be cool.
That's what I said. An assassin with a Qatar.
Oh, I thought you said chopper.
No, I said that would be the DLC.
So we could call him the Qatar hero.
Yes, the Qatar hero.
I want an elven faction. Go play Warhammer.
Go play Warhammer, you'll get your elven faction.
Trust me, high elves are awesome. I thought they were Black Friars for a second.
No, they're all Legion.
I know, I had to voice for a second. But it's fitting, because now they are Legion.
We are Legion, for we are many.
So you're saying an A10 Warthog is more effective on you now?
You captured Zone C.
The most frightening thing in this game are the light spamming quitters.
Yep. Alright, I've taken Z, let's go.
Tips for grinding to rep 8 on multiple characters.
Play them interchangeably and play a lot of Breach.
It does a hero good.
Breach is a great way to grind characters up.
Rajput hero with a guitar, he plays out the tune music so much the enemy disconnects. This is real. My father works at Verizon. Of course, just like my dad used to work at Nintendo, right?
Ooh, good parry, good parry.
Just straight up wizard. Now, when we say Qatar, we like Qatar with a K, not guitar with a G. That's still active.
What?
Like the trapper then? Or is that
It is. It's still going on. It's still got another week left. 2 weeks, actually. There we go. Thanks, guys. Appreciate your help. I like my Raiders look. I think it's a good look.
Like, it must be interesting being one of the average dudes on the battlefield, like the minions. Oh no, 20 of my friends were just demolished by this one dude. I'm gonna go charge him. That is the same, that's the bandit mentality in Skyrim. Hey, you see that guy that just ate a dragon? Yeah, just straight up consumed his soul? Let's get him. Bug him.
I also remember that comic about Skyrim where the dude's like, I would have joined the Stormcloaks, but, you know, then my leg got injured and now I'm relegated to just being a farmer. And then all of a sudden a dragon shows up, rips off his shirt, cut up!
I had to install a mod for Skyrim so that they would actually go in buildings and only the guards would fight because I was hating. So it's like, hey, here's some money for you inherited from this dude that just died because he tried to one-shot a dragon. Too bad we haven't got a thief class of speed-based damage fighter. I think the first you're going to get there is... the average person in Skyrim is a badass. Well, they believe they are, at least. You must spare him. He has a squid on his head.
Would you stop stealing my kills? Look, I appreciated your help earlier, but...
Listen,
I want to do this myself.
He saw the octopus on his head and got hungry for food.
I guess that. Oh, he gave me some love for that. He slapped me in the face.
Isn't it the truest form of love, physical violence?
Isn't this all how we love each other? Slapping each other in the face?
Said the domestic abuser on the court. So, Your Honor, I don't think I need to give anything more. We rest our case. He just admitted.
All right, I'm gonna move on to B. Out there.
Couriers
what is up, big man?
Couriers on run on foot will just pick fist fights with bears and dragons. Yeah, because they're gutsy now. Because they know that they're important characters, they can't die. I remember when couriers used to be killed, I would actually hunt them to see what mail was going around Skyrim. But now I can't kill them anymore, and it bumps me out. I'm not a psychopath. You're the psychopath.
You captured Zone A.
How would you feel about a Ghost of Tsushima For Honor, where the Orochi and Kensei get Sakai clan armor, and the Aramusha with Kensei so on and so forth?
That would actually be kind of cool.
Oh yeah, Zhang Jun with Total Khan's armor.
Oh,
that'd be rad.
Zhang Jun with Total Khan's armor? That'd be kind of fresh.
Yeah, maybe we could get an Aramusha skin without the hat.
Raider, don't even step. There we go. You had to get Nobushi to help you. Ever notice that? They're all tough when they gotta back up.
I contemplated how to make Skyrim a much more immersive experience by updating the lore and reason for the Civil War happening, changing ideas and how Skyrim has been shaped. That would be interesting. The problem is, like, the lore in itself around the Civil War is already pretty well developed. Could they go into more detail? Absolutely. But if you watch like the two Lamentations I do on it, both sides have very good, legitimate reasons for fighting. There's no like, it's hard to point at one and go bad because. I mean, I obviously have my favorites, and I've stated my reasons why, but I can't bring myself to hate either side. I respect both of them too much. What would you say is the most irritating video game character you've ever met? Mine would either have to be Nazim or Roll-Off Stone.
Hey, Nobushi, that's for earlier.
Yeah. So, Raven, what would you say is the most annoying video game NPC character you've ever had to interact with in a game?
Hard.
The enemy rally.
Because there's so many that annoy me, but I can't think of them right now.
For me, it's Tinker Tom from Fallout.
Tinker Tom is a piece. Oh, here, catch. Tinker Tom is a piece of shit.
It's like there's nothing Greek fire can't solve.
True enough. Really, yeah. Here comes the light.
Long live the Empire. Down with Ulfric. I'm with you, Hans. I do find it funny that the guy with the German name is supporting the Empire. What are your thoughts on the voice actors of Ferrari? Oh, you should have brought them all.
I was trying to, but it moved further than I expected to. Thank you, Orochi.
Orochi's like, what have I done?
That Orochi, guys, waste him. He's filth, waste him.
Your opinions on voice actors?
In the front, yeah, they do fine. Patrick Sates is one of them.
Captured Zone A.
Yeah, he does the male berserker.
Yeah, he does male berserker. He's awesome.
Yeah, and the guy that does Gara does the male warden voice for in the campaign.
He does. And that is how you play.
And that is the best Raider, whatever you call it.
Call on me, call on me, call on me. If you've ever heard that song, just it will be stuck in your head.
Or either that or ring, 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 banana phone.
Banana phone.
Okay, let's see. We've got a few questions here. So, question: with the Warmonger now president for Honor and Glory, will Draconite make an appearance? Well, not a fan of it. It is interesting to see how it could be utilized to fight the orcs.
Oh, it'll appear all right.
Oh,
Draconite will appear in the story.
I think I know how, but I don't want to spoil anything.
Oh, it will. Draconite will appear in this story.
My brother dropped out of the Breaking Bad all-nighter. Guess I'm back. Ooh, you were binge watching Breaking Bad?
I pity you.
I don't. I like the show well enough, but whew, that's a long show to bench. And true, the Skyrim Civil War is well developed. My main issue is Talos. Sure, the Nords worship Talos, but I feel a greater division and polarized setting would happen if they banned Ezar instead. There's some truth, but if you're focusing on just Skyrim, Talos was the one to go after because that's their boy.
It's your boy.
That would be like going to Utah and starting to talk smack about Joseph Smith. They would not take kindly to it.
It's your boy.
It's theirs. Now, thoughts on the idea of them bringing back that pre-mid battle voice acting thing they tried to do? Oh yeah, like
I want them to do. I hate the For Honor community sometimes because genuinely I didn't see anything wrong with that. They were going to add voices to the characters that would specifically be about who they were fighting and specific to the characters. I thought it was a cool idea, and people hated on them for it. I'm like, guys, That would have been neat. But no, the only thing they were like, no, we need balancing up the ancient man. I'm like, yeah, I want balancing too, but why are you saying, don't do this cool thing, do this instead? And I'm like, can't they do both?
All you gotta do is, if you don't like it, just like add a little button that says click to turn it off, so you don't have to
literally.
hear it. Also, imagine some of the paid stuff you could get with that, like every time you get hit, bruh.
Literally, yes! Yes, hire some voice actors to go, bruh, at the end of
every hit.
Or maybe there's an emote where you go, bruh. Like, wouldn't it be funny if it was that shrug emote, you know, that shrug? What if in the shrug emote you could say, bruh? You know, come on!
Or if you get a revenge, JK, not Ted Law.
Imagine Warlord, no, when Warlord gets up, his automatic revive thing, JK, not dead law.
Oh, that'd be beautiful.
I'm back, bitches!
Or surprise, motherfucker.
Or when you're attacking someone and getting revenge, when you're attacking someone else, hello, boys! I'm back!
Oh, that'd be glorious.
See, that's the thing, yo. For Honor community, you're not looking to the future. You're stuck in the past.
Rodden says, if we had a Raven Knight class, it would be like that scene in Lord of the Rings when Sauron came to the battle and everyone stops fighting and looks in fear, but one hates and he explodes.
I don't know if that's a good thing about me or a bad thing.
That's the final feat. You die, you blow up.
So I have last laugh?
Yeah. Or explosive diarrhea, one or the other.
Hard to know which.
Raven, what's better, saltwater fish or freshwater? It depends on the fish.
It depends.
Because, like, we love some bass and bren, don't get me wrong.
But mahi, flounder,
Grouper,
salmon,
well, you'd be having the chicken with
tuna.
Not a big fan of tuna.
It is fine. Not bad.
It's not food for people.
Catfish.
I actually really like catfish. That's my solism showing right there.
Captured Zone C.
All right, thank you, boys. So all four of you on one Tiandi. I can get behind that.
Okay, odd question. If you can't answer, that's fine. Why didn't Dominic get killed in Apollyon's reign since he was
Zone A.
They were going to kill him. During the very first mission was Holden going to either kill Daubeny or get him to surrender, and Daubeny didn't surrender, but he was challenged to a trial by combat. Daubeny's second, the warden, won the trial by combat, so Holden couldn't kill him. He'd won the trial, but he took the warden with him, saying, "Okay, yeah, you won, so I won't kill you, but I'm keeping your warden." So genuinely, he even though, you know, it's kind of surprising, you know.
He got the better Larry. What are dags? Do you eat meat, Ray? So
Of course
We are carnivores in here.
Hold on a second. Zerk, take it from me. No, take it from me. You're not listening. I said take it from me. You fail.
Yeah, other people are saying they really would have liked to see the response dialogue.
Yes, see? I am not alone in this. I am not alone.
You know, like they said, it was like, Conquer had one line or whatever he fought to those. He's like, my God, what do you eat? Why are we deprived of that? That was glorious. I want that back.
In a world where starvation exists, you also exist. This should not be.
But there are starving people in China because you ate their food. I'm craving for fish soup or curry. Go with the curry. Mix it up. Another question about the story. Will there be any important heroes like the Jormungandr and their big snake, or Kitakiri being judges during an execution, or how the Imperium would do this?
Look at this raider. All this raider did was charge me a few times and throw his own. Oh, you're a wimp. Oh, look at what happened, Raider. You got smug. You got smug. I'll be back to pay you back for that one later. You little coward.
But kind of before the fall. No, we don't play D&D, not because we don't want to, it's just we don't have a group to play with. That's the only reason.
That's the reason.
And also, like, scheduling as adults is a pain.
Yeah. Hold on, I'm coming. Hang on. Hang on.
Would you rather have meatloaf or lasagna? Depends on who's making the meatloaf and the lasagna.
What happened here, buddy?
You captured Zone A.
Good style.
Hold on.
You
Yeah,
captured
get rid of
Zone
that.
C.
Yeah, it wouldn't have enough time anyway. You are starving across the world. Eat quicker. Is the Great Serpent secretly Altharius? No, it's Fulgur.
I'm not gonna try to get you to take my sword from me. You couldn't do it last time.
Hey Raven, opinion on Chivalry 2. I personally love it. As for the combat, I wouldn't call it better or worse than For Honor. I'd call it different. Fierce about it.
It's fine. It's fine. Chivalry 2's fine. I don't have an issue with it. It's just not my kind of game. The combat for me is nothing close to For Honor. I prefer For Honor because it's so diverse and unique. Each character feels a little different.
I also wish they'd explained the UI in Chivalry 2 a bit better. Because I was trying to like change weapons and they didn't exactly explain how to do that all that well. I mean, it's fun, but the thing is you can go in there just a swinging and a swailing and you could get kills and not know how you did it. Which in a sense is kind of an attraction too, because it's much less, like, you don't have to worry about skill as much. That helps, but at the same time you can have a blast and get a lot of kills
You
and
just
not know
gave,
any
you
idea
just
what
gave
you're
him revenge, you absolute simpleton. Thank you.
You captured Zone
Your
A.
sacrifice was not in vain. I love that you have that T on D execution. It fits so well.
It does. It is such a good. Get out! Oh, fuck! He pulled revenge at the last moment.
As one does. Imagine if Jormungandr was brainwashed by an Apollyon believer, where they wait for Apollyon to return. Oh, like Apollyon was an aspect of Jormungandr? That'd be interesting. I mean, if the Apollyon wants to recruit, if the Astra wants to recruit a lot of Jormungandr's 2 Horkos, she's going to have to do something along that line, considering how they're Jormungandr's
And you're down.
zealots. But yeah, you will see. I think we'll try and make every hero appear in the For Honor and Warhammer.
Bye.
Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, I love that. I love it when you can do the specialized kicks and like get them to go flying. Oh,
That was perfect.
if that was me, I wouldn't even be mad. I'd just go, oh, that's pretty cool.
Hey, Sid.
Drinking can't take a drink every time Ravens to call somebody stupid in some form. For the sake of your livers, let's add some. Watch out, rat. Good call.
You lost Zone A.
We've already talked about this.
We talked enough about this.
Let's talk about people that just put in posts instead of Texas. Maybe, you know, the Shingles guy. Them running in that armor must be blood exhausting. They should have a drink. For Honor, sponsored by Heat Tap. Absolutely.
Finally killed me, Raider. Good job.
Well, if Draconite can immune someone to damage, do you think it can...
Yeah!
Do you think Draconite can bring people back from the dead?
No.
I think it has quite the reverse effect.
No, it seems to kill.
It brings you back from the life. I mean, we see them shove it into a guy's head and they disintegrate into black
Enemy
goo.
rally.
I don't think I don't want Dragonite to bring people back from the dead. That's stupid, and I don't like it.
I'm not gonna bring that one up, Taco Seller. For Honor crosses with Rage, Shadow Legends.
Yeah.
Only if the For Honor characters bust in and kill all the characters talking while the commercial's going on.
If I get sponsored by Raid, I will be much nicer to them, but I don't think they will ever sponsor.
No. And when we say we want to be sponsored by Raid, we say we want to be sponsored by the Wasp Killer.
Hey, look, it's a toad.
I saw a big frog when I was coming in today. It was great.
Oh, that's your game plan. You better let that thing run out. Yeah, look at that. You were planning on starting with those lights.
Skyrim Dragonborn joins for Honor. I mean, if you play Raider, that's kind of like a default Nord. Light armor, two-handed. There you go. Horns and all.
Oh, this no longer turned honorable. I'm afraid Ken say I have no more respect for you. You try to be, oh, I'm going to be honorable now. I'm going to give you a little bow, and then you decide to whip out that 4 feet. No. No, see, no. Don't work that way.
I like this one. Hey guys, this video is sponsored by Raider, legendary. Raven gets sponsored by cornflakes, absolutely.
Raven should always be sponsored by the corn.
Milk for the cornflakes, baby. Imagine how much steel and iron the armorers use making the armors for the heroes. They're like twice as large as the men they command lord over uses meat shields. Yeah, minion meat shields. That is interesting. Like, how do they realize? Like, well, you started growing higher than taller than 5 feet. You're gonna be a warrior now.
You will be a warrior.
I see an AC Valhalla crossover unlikely. We already have an AC event a year or two ago. Yeah, well, just AC Valhalla just is not that interesting to me.
How does one become sponsored? I have no idea.
I think they contact you.
I guess when Slanderous revealed that he was sponsored by Orochi in his last video, I was like, oh, so you're sponsored by Orochi. That's fine. Not jealous. Why would I be jealous? Pull a tsundere moment. Anyway, if you could add a faction to the game, what would you add?
I just responded. I put it in chat.
Thank you. I don't see it yet.
Hey guys, we're still now. What if Heathmore was a Necron? If it's a Necron tomb world, they're all dead. There is no saving them. They are all dead.
You know what? Let's go Ruth. So that way we have a Woolen, a Viking, and a Samurai.
Anyone excited about Battlefield 2042 Killing Pod? Because I am skeptical because the thing is, my favorite Battlefield was Battlefield 1, and after that, after the disappointment of 5, I'm not sure I can go back.
Yep. Damn, Raven almost at 17k sub. Congrats. Thank you.
What are we going to do with all these Ks?
Essentially, while I'm saying immortality with Draconite. I don't know. Who's your favorite hero? I'm not answering that. I get asked that all the time. I'm going to do a video. No, that's going to be a video I make. Responding to the most common questions I get asked.
That way we can just drop that link and check. Here you go.
Yeah, like, anytime they ask, here's a video where I answer it. I'm not answering that. I'm excited about Halo killing them both.
Oh. Yeah, baby.
Raven is fighting with clan kids. Yes, there's a Spade clan. Battlefield 1 is amazing. It was.
I miss it so much.
Call of Duty Vanguard is a joke. And not a funny joke. What character do you think... No, it's fine, deflect. It's just, I get asked that all the time. There are just a group of questions that I get asked in every chat, and I get so tired of answering them every time. Look, I'll answer the question here, but then I'm never answering it again. I'm just going to make a video, okay? In answer to who's my favorite hero, I really don't pick favorites. I kind of enjoy all of them. And for picking a favorite, it kind of depends on playstyle. For me, I really enjoy playing Tiandi, Lucia, Blackprior, characters like those. I really like them. They fit my playstyle. But in terms of how they look, like how they dress, how their drip, Warden, Lawbringer, Shugoki, Kensei, they've all got really good looks. But it's too hard for me to just say, nah, I don't know. Like, it's too hard for me to say, I like this one better than all the others.
Yeah. I think this is like the high school question. What character do you think would act like a tsundere? Don't choose the samurai faction.
Which character would act like a tsundere?
Yeah, someone said Warmonger. No, that's a
No,
yandere.
no, Warmonger's not the tsundere.
That's a yandere right
no, no, she's not even the yandere. She's just the
Psychopath.
She's the assistant principal who deals out discipline.
Still a psychopath.
Whenever you walk into her room, she just has like a whip in her hand.
Valkyrie, maybe?
Valkyrie's no tsundere. It would be no. No, not no. You know what? It would probably be female conqueror.
Okay, that I can see. That,
Female conqueror would be the tsundere.
that or female warrior. Titanfall will live on, brother. If they stop diverting the resources towards Apex. I want them to get 203 chain attacks. I don't know how I feel about that.
No. Tiandi's fine as they are. Leave him alone. Do not fuck with my Chinese baby. I think that the Wulin, all of them, except for Nusha, are in good places. Or Nusha just isn't getting enough love, I'm afraid. Here's the thing, you know what I hate? I hate when people complain, Nusha's trap attacks are bad because they discourage blocking, and that's such a fundamental part of the game. And my response to that is, well, yeah, that's the point. Blocking is an instinctive aspect of the game, but in order to fight Nusha, you have to change tactics. It is not a good plan to use the same tactic for every hero. That's why it's important to switch up fighting styles, switch up directions, switch up styles of play. You don't fight Nusha the way you fight other... Oh. You don't fight Nusha the way you fight other characters. You've got to be creative.
Warmonger dominator. Okay. Yeah, Chivalry's lore, I'd like them to develop it more, honestly.
Good fight, I guess, although you attacked me a little too early.
Lost Zone C.
It's neither here nor there. What do you expect from an assassin? Hey, Raven, if you had the chance to date a Peacekeeper, Warmonger, or Nobu, who would you date?
I would probably date the Nobushi just because
Less
Warmonger would kill me. Peacekeeper,
Shiv you.
would probably shiv me or use me to get money out of my pocket. Nobushi, I think, would be the more kind, sweet, gentle, demure, loyal girlfriend.
That's what you dated.
Oh, are we done with the honor now? Are we done with the honor now that you got what you wanted out of it?
Nobody expects the double. If you ever fought the hero the same way, For Honor would lose the one thing that makes it more unique than other similar games, directional block.
God, the lights on this bitch. Don't give me a good fight, you bitch. I hesitated because I thought you might bow or something, but no, you decided that you... No. Fuck this Orochi. Light spamming whore.
I miss Skylanders too. Never got into that.
I never got into Skylanders.
I feel like I remember way back when we had like a PS2, we like rented one Spyro game.
Good fight.
You captured Zone C.
Don't give me a wow. You don't know the meaning of honor. You didn't, like, you bowed initially, but then attacked me in the middle of my bow. Then when I come up again, I wait for you to bow. You don't, so then you just attack me. So yeah, don't even start. Don't even start.
In your opinion, what's the hardest warrior to get the hang of?
Shaolin.
I would agree with that.
Good fight.
All for Honor, all combatants as forfeit as soon as you light spam.
That's a good way of looking at it.
Guess it's just the curse of multiplayer focused games. To a degree.
Multiplayer focused games will always have their degree of problems and weaknesses.
You lost Zone C.
Well, that's fine. I'm gonna go take back Zone C.
You lost Zone A.
I dodged that.
For Honor episode 3, Revenge of the Samurai. Dev, Raven, I love your content.
Thank you.
Just as long as he doesn't find out about the diary. It's possible Fallen King Gaming, but it'll probably only do that once it rotates back to night. It's possible they could do it with it, like, I was talking with Raven, that if they do a mace, like, they could possibly do a mace hero with the Wu Wen. I could possibly do something like that. Because they want to know about, like, if it's possible, like, we could get a mace with using, mace user that focuses on
Zone A.
That'd be interesting.
By disadvantage, I mean, okay. Yeah.
Lost Zone A.
Hey, Jung Jun, how'd this work out for you? How'd this work out for you? In the name of God, motherfucker.
In the name of God.
In the name of God.
Alright, Powerwolf.
In the name of God. In the name of God, wake up. Good fight.
You captured Zone A.
I wonder if that initial attack earlier was a sort of reflex and accidental.
Possible.
I mean, I hope we didn't misread the situation. If so, we're sorry, bud. Hey Raven, what is your thoughts if we could play the whole backstory of Apollyon in the campaign from childhood to Warlord of the Blackstone Legion?
That would be sick. Let's follow Wapali Mommy down her path of righteousness.
I mean, now that she has her own dedicated class, there's no excuse.
Enemy team is breaking.
Hold on. That's one down.
The enemy rally.
Who's next hero?
Enemy team is breaking.
Probably next season. I mean, I expect a new hero next season.
With some classes, light spam works better. Do you agree?
I think light spam has its place, but when you rely on it too much, it becomes annoying.
I think they're asking, like, which characters does it work best with? Or rather, should I say it's most annoying to fight against? Wait, where can I find the original plans of Honor?
I don't know.
Ubisoft headquarters, I guess?
Oh God, really? Okay. That Raider ain't gonna last long, guys. Go help him out. I'm gonna go clear B. Any more questions?
No, just filter it through.
Enemy team is breaking.
Have you ever met an honorable Aramusha player?
Yes, I have actually. It was a long time ago.
Probably playing jokes now.
The enemy rally.
And two are dead at the start. I love it. Hey.
Hey.
I'm going back to C.
The next hero is Huntress confirmed.
Did
Oh, that would have been a sweet release.
you actually miss me with that?
There was a fly she was trying to show off. Are you okay? Are you okay?
Yeah, waste your fucking stamina, girl.
Maybe she should try to communicate in some degree.
Yeah, that didn't work, did it?
Ah, whoop, whoop.
Ran away to hide behind her bomb, and Orochi gets her from behind. Oh! That was gorgeous.
I wish we could have more horses in front. Yeah, cavalry would be cool.
Cavalry?
I don't know how they implement it.
Cavalry would be an interesting addition to Honor, no question.
Because, like, if you've seen, like, Mountain Blade, that kind of combat can get crazy.
Alright, I think that was my last Dominion. Let's switch to a Breach. That was hilarious. What a way to end that Dominion.
Oh, yeah. I kind of feel bad for him now.
I feel bad too. Like, genuinely, I laugh, but that was a cold way to end it. Not even gonna lie.
Yeah, because I understand, like, put the bomb down, because, like, okay, there's two guys that'll keep him at bay, then
No, I have and there's no shame in what she did. Dropping that bomb there, it's what I would have done. But then trying to back away and run to hide behind the bomb, only for the Orochi.
I legitimately think, though, that the poor guy was trying to be honorable, but I think he just accidentally spammed it and we just misinterpreted it. Because
that may have been what happened, but
yeah.
in that case, drop the sorry sooner so I know it was a mistake. Never dropped a sorry. Basically just took advantage of that reaction and then won and then just said good fight. And I'm like, no, you say sorry. Like, you acknowledge, hey, that was a mistake on my part, not intentional.
Raven, is it a crime to have fun and For Honor? Just you, American.
Just you. You're not allowed to have fun.
No fun of any kind.
Why do you play this game?
It looks like you're fighting with the 6th largest navy in the world.
Bow down, bow down, bow down.
War Mommy or Law Daddy?
Ooh, War Mommy. I love Law Daddy, but give me some War Mommy. I need to go with Samurai, I think.
Let's see. When was the last time we went Hito?
It's been a while since I went Hitakiri. Let's go Hitakiri.
It is the Dead by Daylight thing.
It is Dead by Daylight. It's almost cheating, though, against the AI.
Yeah, I was just like, I'm fighting for my life here. I recently played against a reworked Orochi, and I absolutely despise fighting them. First time in a long time I got angry, and I'm someone who practically never gets angry at Dark Souls bosses. If you keep your patience with Dark Souls bosses, you are like a saint of some variety.
I love that Orochi just constantly did the forward dash light.
At that point, it's like, are you trying to is this your way of apologizing, or trying to make amends, or trying to say like you're having a rough time? Like, use your words, Orochi. What do you mean? What sin have we committed against you? Don't mention that because we might be here a while. You know, just talking about practicality of time.
Anyone talking about that last win?
The AI, that move was a calculated decision, but boy, am I horrible at that. Who do you think is stronger, Razor? I think they mean Raider or Orochi. I mean, just by sheer muscle mass.
Raider would probably... Oh, you mean in terms of gameplay?
That's a tough one.
I think Orochi's more broken.
Because I think the light span flows a little bit easier with Orochi than it does with...
Raider's biggest thing is his combos all have such good hyper armor.
It's still combo. After a battle in the Crusade period, a member of the church blessed the battlefield to honor the fallen soldiers who were allowed them to use their powers in heaven.
There were some cases of priests and bishops who would bless the dead or honor the dead or give last rites to the dead. But keep in mind, to many of them, going on the crusade itself was a guarantee.
I mean, they would say alms and services for the fallen, absolutely, but they really wouldn't bless the battlefield so much. I mean, you had holy ground, but typically if the ground itself was to be holy, it had to have, like the Holy Land was holy because that's where Jesus lived, that's where he walked around, that's where he was crucified, that's where he resurrected. So that's what makes that holy, or it has to be an important part of church history. Very seldom do you see, like a place like this is holy because of a battle.
Oh, by the way, guys, just to let you in on a little secret, if you want to see some really good For Honor grip, like really good outfits, play Breach against the AI, because you'll see a lot of people with good grip. And the reason I said it is there's a lot of people who care more about the customization options, those kind of players. They will put a lot of time and energy into upgrading their characters so they can get the right outfits and color schemes for their characters, so you'll see some really creative designs. If you play Dominion all the time, you'll mostly just see generic designs, usually, because for them it's more about getting the best perks and gear more than it is the best looking. Not to say that you can't see some good grip, just saying it's more common.
So, do you watch or recommend any other For Honor YouTubers?
Vita Neon and Hyper Souls are both really, really funny. Marco Yolo is probably one of the most well-informed For Honor YouTubers I've ever seen. His content is phenomenal. I always enjoy seeing his videos come out, especially his how-to series, which is very good. He goes into, while I may talk about the history and culture of these heroes, he talks about how to play them and typical tactics you need to be aware of on how to use them properly. There are others. Let's see. Slander is definitely, didn't even come to mind. Slander is an excellent because I just enjoy his content. He puts out really entertaining content. And that's all the ones I really know very well.
Off the top of your head.
Yeah.
Give us some time, like by the time the stream's in and we're crawling into bed, so we're like, ah!
We got to mention this guy. But yeah, Marco Yolo, Vita Neon, and Hyper Souls, and Slander. Those are the four that I really enjoy. Oh.
What are your thoughts on For Honor's AI?
In what regard?
I guess like how good, like you think it's good?
Oh yeah, I like bot 3s. They are very difficult to fight.
Yeah, some bot 3s are better than some players.
Yeah, I fought some bot 3s that are god tier.
You know, I remember like one time you and I were actually fighting a team, one guy quit and they replaced it with a bot 3, and the bot 3 was wasting everything that came near it. It was not, I think it was a zombie.
I think you're right. Okay.
It was also like when zombie just came out.
Whoa, is this a bot 3 Orochi?
What's the scariest killer in TV?
Outer gate destroyed. Move to
Scary
the inner
means
gate.
something different to a lot. Like, well, yeah, but like scary to play, like the one that I think is the hardest.
Like the scariest, like you would like out of all of them, you go, that's the one I want to avoid the most.
Oh, I don't want to avoid all of them really, but
Obviously, but which ones is like that's the one I definitely never want to see. There's none of them you want.
Hellraiser, probably. I don't think I ever want to be like that.
I mean, also if you think about it, like some of them you would be able to handle relatively. Legion, if you
Legion,
had a
I
shotgun.
could probably overpower Legion.
Legion's like the big thing is like there's many of us, but they don't actually use like
Here, we built a hook into the ram. It's the Russian ram.
Raven, your thoughts if you got sponsored by Rise of Nobody plays that game. They just stand ads like you do. Honestly, the ads really, really annoy me. I think we should only agree to it if they let us write the script.
Yeah, I'll say, sure, you can sponsor me. Let me write the commercial.
Because it's just like, wow, Scipio Africanus can do X.
Wow.
This is
Cleopatra can do X.
wow, Joan of Arc is good at cutting people, even though she claims she never actually did that in her if you read the dang trial.
And she was a witch or something.
And you're really gonna pick Joan of Arc for the medieval battle when you got my boy Charles the Hammer Martel? Or Charlie?
Charles the Hammer Martel.
Battle of Torches. Scariest killer is Michael Marcy, purely and simply evil, and he'll relentlessly hunt you down. Well, all of them will relentlessly hunt
All of them will relentlessly hunt you down. Hell, Pinhead's whole thing is dragging you to hell and torturing you for all eternity. At least with Michael Myers, I know, okay, he's gonna kill me and then it's over. I go to hell. With Hellraiser, that death ain't the end.
I mean, don't get me wrong, Myers is definitely scary. You do not want to see that dude because he can apparently like move vast distances just power walking. I swear he sprints when the camera's on.
Have I died yet?
The Hero Pete where they summon an HP-130. Yes. I guess that guy was just slacking on his job.
Yeah.
It reminds me of like my Stormcloak's video when I accidentally killed the Stormcloak in the final battle, and everyone's like, "Oh, why did you do that?" No tears. It's a waste of good suffering.
Yes, what a good line. Oh, that's a good line. No tears. It's a waste of good suffering. Didn't have it kicking out.
Yeah, it's such a good voice. New Heroes 4th will call in the elephants from campaign. Oh yeah, that's right, because in the Samurai Stronghold they did have an elephant.
Yeah, they did. I remember that. Hey guys, oh shit. Hey guys.
That would be kind of cool if, like, say, like, for one event they replaced the battering ram with the elephant.
Yeah!
Then PETA would complain due to animal abuse, but then again, they don't complain when we kill shamans. So.
Yeah, I mean, shaman's an animal.
Ooh, you've mentioned this before, but I think you want to your thoughts on Witcher 3.
Love Witcher 3. One of the best games I've ever played, and I do not say that lightly.
Also, if you want to see more of his opinions on something specific from Witcher 3, watch his response to extra credits on his first response to extra credits in his response playlist. He actually brings up a mission from Witcher 3 as evidence.
Very good. I think I use Witcher 3 quite. No.
Okay, here's a good question. Hey Raven, what on DVD? What do you recommend to? Oh no. So what DVD YouTubers do you recommend?
DVD YouTubers? I don't really follow them any YouTube players.
Let's see. I think I can see it. Like Bricky, he doesn't do it anymore, but he did like a case file, I think, for each one of them before like some of these stuff got updated. He hasn't done any of the newer killers though. So he's a good start. There's Noob 1 is definitely good for giving advice. There's another one. Hold on. He does a lot of lists. So if you just kind of want to know a guy's opinion, that's good. There's typically good production value at least. Where are you? Asimov, all capitalized there. Could there be a Pikeman style hero?
Yes.
Possibly. They might have to get a little liberal with the term of Pike, because if they go with the traditional winged Pike, it might be hard to do as far as damage-wise.
Ah! Fuck! He killed me before I could whip out my 4 speed. Ah!
Oh. The Boogeyman. No, I don't think they released the Boogeyman.
No, the Boogeyman isn't a DVD killer yet.
So then that fighter hero win. No, not yet.
Come on. Just let me near him. I can kill him with one shot.
Yeah!
Yeah!
Who would win Arthur Morgan, Jin Sakai Warden versus Micah Belcoat and Khan and Amani? I'm going to have to give it to the Arthur Morgan team just because Arthur's a better shot than Micah, and once he takes out Micah, everyone else is dropped.
Yep.
Arthur! Until Dutch comes in and goes, I have a plan, Arthur.
Now we brought that back to the chat.
Yep.
Anyway, I think that just about wraps things up for tonight. So let's take our mandatory questions, and we'll call it a night.
All right.
Didn't really get a rant tonight, but
Oh, you did kind of go on
yeah,
but let's save a lot of that for the video because I think that might be good.
Yeah, I will be ripping
Arthur if Dutch has a plan. I like that. Hey Raven, if you could stop one For Honor hero from ever existing, who would you just like wipe from time, just existence, in the context of the game?
Gladiator.
Yaramusha for me. But yeah, I feel like
I have spoken.
Is Draconite related to Chaos and For Honor and Glory? That might be telling.
I can neither confirm nor deny that allegation.
But just note that your curiosity has noted the gained the attention of the Inquisition, so please prepare yourself for custody.
Custody.
A halberd hero, maybe so you can switch from sweeping and stabbing. Well, that'd be very similar to that of Law Daddy.
We already kind of have a poleaxe killer.
Gladiator remains gone, reduced to atoms.
I know, Gladiator. I don't feel so good.
Do you think Highlander needs a rework?
It wouldn't hurt him, I don't think. I think he's fine as he is, but I think he might be a little too strong. I think some of his heavies come out a little too off for me. I don't know. If you're asking me, do I think he could use a rework? I don't see why he couldn't. But if you're asking me what I would change, I have no effing idea. No idea.
I use the toes to destroy the toes. What if you had toes in destroy the toes? Anyway, I think next season will be snowy themed. Year 5 Season 1 gave a spring-like feeling with the banquet. Year 5 Season 2 was summer with the feeling of drought. And Year 5 Season 3 is with the flood. So I predict next season will be winter.
Possibly. A winter would be interesting, especially since we're getting close to Christmas.
Yep. I hope they bring back Santa Griffin. That was cool.
Santa Griffin. Huh.
My personal head.
Have a manger scene. That'd be interesting.
My personal headcanon. They're asking so many questions. My personal headcanon is Draconite is a very odd form of uranium, and everyone in Heathmore is going to die from radiation poisoning in a decade or so.
That's not a question.
I know, but that is interesting to say. Would you approve of a hero that switches between two weapons?
No. It's too complicated. Keep it as is. Pick one weapon and keep it that way. Because if they switch between two weapons, now you're destroying the opportunity for that secondary weapon to go to another hero.
What class do you think Guts from Berserk would be in For Honor?
Highlander.
Yeah, definitely Highlander.
Like, are you kidding me?
Let's see Shugoki Claws for Christmas. Yes, absolutely.
Shugoki Claws. Claws of the Shugoki.
Tonight is always a good night for tacos. Maybe for winter they could do something like a Tibetan warrior.
I mean, if they're gonna finally give us another Wu Lin,
Why not?
I think that'd be a smart decision.
What do you think is the heaviest weapon in For Honor?
That Kanabo is swung pretty clumsily. I'd say it's got to be pretty massive.
The only other thing might be the Masakari axe, considering that they made it double-sided.
Possibly. Although I could see Shugoki swinging that pretty easily.
Alright, let's see. Do you think it's possible to implement a War Scythe hero?
Yes, it is totally possible. Will they? Who can say?
Alright, this is an odd question. Message
Who
redacted.
can say whether... No,
Okay, none of that. Hey Raven, do you think the Vikings should become a general barbarians faction? I definitely think that would allow more diversity, in my opinion.
It would allow for more diversity, absolutely. I think what they should do is just continue to add barbarian-like warriors to the Vikings, like different Celts and stuff like that. Keep adding more barbarian, wild factions.
You may want to go breach into some Slavs.
Maybe some Slavs would be good. Like, just go all out, I'd say, because it's going to be very hard to stick to Vikings as it is. And let me just be clear, I get a little mad when people just say they didn't actually add Vikings, they just added dirty people with axes and called them Vikings. And I'm like, if they made the Vikings, all of the Vikings that they have now look period accurate, they would all look the same.
You'd have one guy with chainmail, one guy with gambeson, and that would be pretty much it.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I think that they had to take some creative liberties, and I'm glad they did. So I'm not gonna hear those complaints. I'm just gonna say, okay, if you choose some odd things to be upset about, but okay.
Samurai 873 says this message was removed by the Loving People's Republic of China. Oh no, someone's social credit score just dropped.
Yes.
All right. Shield and Axe Viking, we would all love it, man.
I love that.
Could there be another hero with an alt stance like Highlander?
There is. Shaolin. He has an alt stance.
I think they mean would you like to see another one?
Oh, sure.
Yeah. I've never been good at the ones with alt stances, but I mean I'm not opposed to it.
I mean, it'd be fine to me.
Yeah. Raven, how would you go about writing and Raven, how would you go about writing and portraying the actions and processes of government in a fictional narrative? Most just have an emperor or king and call it a day, but I wish for difference.
I think that you can get very creative with the way you create governments and kings and rulers. It depends a lot on what you're looking for in the story. I can't give you a direct answer to that because it depends very much on what you're trying to write.
Well, one thing is, if you don't want to do just a plain king or emperor, look at actual historical examples.
Right.
Would be my example. Because, like, for example, people look at the Roman Empire and they think, well, the emperor just had all the power, and that's not necessarily true. In theory, he did, but he had to play a lot of people off each other to make sure that he stayed in that position, and it wasn't a hereditary position. And there's other kings, like there's hereditary monarchies, there's constitutional monarchies, there's electoral monarchies, there's early oligarchic republics. You can find some real life examples and sort of base with the government you sort of want off of that. Soon you'll be writing your own constitution. You'll be your own little Napoleon, and we'll be proud of you.
For a while, anyway.
But Taco Seller will always love you. All right. Do you think they could start giving the Vikings more chainmail?
Sure, go for it. I'd be fine with that.
Do you think they could base a For Honor hero or a Viking hero off of Beowulf?
That'd be awesome. I'd like that.
The Grand Republic of YouTube has redacted these comments and YouTube's rules you can trust.
No.
It's time for some intense world building. Yes, because remember, you live in a world right now. Don't forget to use it for inspiration when building your own. Hey Raven, why does Zanhu have a Chang Dao when in your Heroes in History vid he'd said that he had a Jin Yi Wei and only used the Dao?
The Jin Yi Wei was the name of the group.
Oh, sorry, I misread that. So why did Jin Yi Wei only use the Dao, but in For Honor they gave them a different weapon?
Because they already gave the Dao to the Tian Di. They needed to give a different weapon to Tan Hu.
Fair enough. Execute Order 66. Good soldier follows orders.
Anyway, 2 more questions.
All right. Hey, Raven, how would you like custom minions, and how would you implement them?
I would like custom minions, but I think that'd be too messed up in a Dominion map. Because you're competing with all 4 of your other players to determine the looks of the minions.
Yeah, I'm also might strain the graphics cards on poor PC
Yeah,
players.
I wouldn't go there.
Like, just look at like what Total War does to it.
Just leave that alone. Last question.
Let's see. Which one should we put in here? It's in the Beowulf question. We kind of already put that in. Anybody else? Okay, if we change the Vikings to just be called the Barbarian faction, what would the other factions be called if we just wanted to broaden categories?
The Paladins would be the Knights. The Wulin, as fine as they are. And the Samurai would be... the Dragons.
The Dragon Guard.
Yeah.
Like if we're making fantasy stuff here.
If we're going on in Barbarians, we could also call the Knights Paladins, or maybe like the Paladin Legions or something like that.
Something like that.
So they have some diversity in there. But I think that's the Samurai will be Spamurai.
If we're making meme names, they're the Tin Cans, the Neckbeards, the Weeb Team, and the Kami Team, and the Kami Kamis.
Oh, I like this one, Empire of the Dawn. That would be cool.
That'd be cool.
The Weaves.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching tonight. This was a lot of fun. Really enjoyed doing this stream. Needed to do it. Like I said, it was a rough day today. Hopefully things will get better, although I doubt it because it's the weekend, and the weekend is always really, really rough at work. I'll try to get through it, though. Maybe I will do another stream on Sunday because I believe I have Sunday evening off. We will see. But thank you guys again for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a like down below if you enjoyed the video. Drop a comment with your thoughts if you're watching it later. If you're wondering about the title, The Witching Hour, I'm just running out of Halloween titles for these streams. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in my next video.